So today I wanted to tell you about one of my ideas that never came to life. Almost, but eventually did not come to life. As someone who is naturally impulsive, creative, and very entrepreneurial minded, it's very easy for ideas to come to me, for better or worse. I come up with ideas all the time, and actually the hard part is trying to figure out whether an idea is truly worth pursuing. It's actually pretty typical for ideas to start off as really good ideas. Like most ideas start out that way. I don't know if that's just the optimist in me, but I always feel like every idea is actually worth trying. That gets me into a lot of trouble too, because then I get distracted. One of the ideas that I thought I was really gonna, I was gonna just stop everything and turn in this direction. It felt that major, which was starting another brand new YouTube channel specifically just for Finley and Ben. And I thought I was just gonna be a dog vlogger, dog YouTuber person. And, we had just gotten Finley and I had all these ideas and I just was feeling this new, I wanted to document Finley growing and Finley and Ben bonding and all of that. And I figured this would be a great way for me to pursue something creative that wasn't so business focused. So it would allow me to explore different ways of approaching this medium. There were a lot of reasons. I thought about it for a while and I actually tried making a few videos. I made the channel, the whole thing. After a few videos though, it just wasn't feeling right. I don't know, just something didn't feel right about continuing. Looking back, I think one, I didn't like the idea of putting my dog parenting out there for everyone to judge because people with animals can get real judgy. And two, I didn't want family moments to be something where I was always thinking I should record this. I didn't like that. I started to feel like there was something special happening or funny happening, and I felt like this urge, I have to go get the camera, and I didn't like that. So I think in total I made 4 or 5 videos for that channel, but at the end of this video I'm gonna tack on one of the videos that I didn't even end up uploading. I finished creating it. Tom helped me with it too, but for some reason, I think I just decided I didn't want to do anymore, so I didn't upload it to that channel. But before I play you the video, I just want to quickly touch on 3 things about ideas in case you are someone who has ADHD, or you're very indecisive, or you come up with ideas and you don't know which one is pursuing, all of these things. Here are 3 things that I think about when I am thinking about ideas. First and foremost, I think every itch is worth scratching. I would not be here in this moment if I had not decided to start a YouTube channel, start a business, pursue this creative endeavor. None of this would exist, even though it was a very scary idea, a very logical and practical idea. Nothing about it made sense. But there was this itch, this desire that did not care about logical and practical. Nothing would turn me away from wanting to at least try. And if I had listened to reason, gosh, I don't know, it's a scary, scary thought. So I definitely think that if you feel a tug in a certain direction, or if you have an itch, I think it is worth kind of peeking behind the door and exploring. I think it's just gathering more data, just kind of dip a toe in, see how you feel about it, and then hopefully you'll get enough data to see whether you want to continue or not. 2, I think it's worth sleeping on ideas. One thing I used to struggle with a lot as an entrepreneur was feeling like I had to say yes to everything, because it felt like, especially when it came to money, because if a potential client came up to me and said, hey, I want to do this, you have the skill set, I am willing to pay you, why wouldn't I say yes? But doing that ended up putting me in positions that I didn't want to be in. I took on a lot of projects that I didn't necessarily want to do. So one thing I started doing was, if I came up with an idea, or more importantly, if an idea came to me, my immediate response to that person or that opportunity or that email or that DM or whatever it is to get back to them the next day, to at least sleep on it, walk away, even if it feels yes, this is the obvious answer, or no, this is the obvious answer. Give things 24 hours just to breathe and marinate. I have found more often than not, something that I would have said yes to in the moment The next day, I actually turned back on that decision. It ended up being like, oh, it was cool. Like, this would have been a good idea, but no, because I have other things I want to prioritize, other things I want to focus on. The last one is to trust your gut, which hurts my gut to tell you something so generic. But honestly, like, thinking back at all the times where my impulse was to jump, but I hesitated, I feel like that hesitation was really my gut telling me no, or wait at least. You know, it's hard to interpret where this feeling is coming from. Sometimes it does feel like laziness or, you know, or lack of motivation or these things, but, you know, sometimes it's not. I think I've gotten better at least pausing, you know, not necessarily just jumping right away, but this is why it's important to just give things pause, because I want to be able to analyze and make sure that I am truly making the best decision for that idea. So that's where I'm going to leave it. But before I play the Finley and Ben video, I'd love to know of any ideas that you almost pursued that felt like such good ideas and then you ended up backing out for whatever reason. And with that said, enjoy Finley and Ben. Good morning. Can you guys give us some morning inspirational tidbits? What do you think is important for us to know to start the day? You're being very good boys. Yes. How was breakfast? Why don't you tell us how breakfast was? Was it good? Ben. You're not Ben, you're Finley. Finley. Oh, good boy, yes. Ben, do you like your new brother? Not sure about it yet? Finley, do you like your new home? Yeah? You happy here?